It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
Welcome to the morning show on XL7-TV. I'm Bob Rechtenwald. This is Scooter Grumps. Wait a minute.
I'll take it back.
You took it back?
Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm Bob Rechtenwald. This is Scooter Grumps. Calix.
I was waiting.
Did you get to see the gnome this weekend?
I did not.
Only pictures.
I did not get to see the gnome or hold the gnome.
No gnome.
I'm thinking next weekend, probably.
Next weekend?
This coming weekend, yeah. Since we got a home game, I'll probably end up after Saturday morning driving over.
Yeah.
Spending some time with the gnome.
Time with the gnome.
It's about time.
It's about time?
Yeah, it's that time.
It's all about time.
It's all about time. Of course, we were really busy this weekend.
I understand you had a very busy weekend.
Yes, the youth center did their big truck or treat, and it was success.
Spit it out.
We did of course, I'm in charge of the outside stuff, so I do like the hot dogs and then the haunted house. That's my parts of it. And
the haunted trail.
The haunted trail.
How long is this trail?
Oh, God. 300 feet, probably, because it goes down. Let's see, 100, well, probably, I'd say 200 yards. Looks like 2 football fields.
Okay.
That's a good way to put it.
All right.
So and it's through the woods, so it's on the very back corner of the Cooper Park.
Over on the backside by Repsburn?
No, to the right. So if that's on the northeast corner.
Okay.
Yeah. And there is, and it's all wooded, so it's dark in there. There's no real lights set up, which really help. But we're there all day. I mean, we get there early in the morning, and you got to set up the tent things. You got to set up. And I had new stuff we added this year that we had to try out. Turned out awesome. We had a black light room where everything was blacked out. So you're going through. It basically is 2 tents. So you got 20-foot room, and it's all covered in black with just black lights going. We went with fluorescent paint, painted dots and stuff all over the walls, and then the people that were in it were in black with fluorescent painted dots on them. So you can't see anybody. You just see your walls moving around. And for long, you can't remember which way you came in, which way out is. The people that are actually working in there end up having to help them find the way out of it. It turned out to be a pretty big success. But it was cool. I mean, we had David Stroud. He was a clown that is one of the scariest clowns. I mean, he in his voice and everything is just perfect for it. So he gets them kind of started. And then Bobby Rowden was there. He was scaring them halfway down that stretch. Then you had the black room, and then after that, you went into the Walking Dead, which is a bunch of zombies walking around, and you got to be really careful because if you walk too fast or if you bump them, they'll wake up and chase you. So you got to go real quietly through them. Mm-hmm. Then you had the final scene where guy was cutting off a guy's leg, and another guy comes running around with a chainsaw and kind of runs him out of there. But it was a great success. I will say this: I think we hit record numbers. I haven't heard the finals, but it's probably over 4,000 people went through that just in one night.
Wow. All free.
All free. Vendors, they probably had 30 vendors out there giving out candy. Of course, you got free hot dogs. They had all their bounce houses, the rock climbing wall going, just anything the kids wanted to do. They had a costume contest going on inside. Everything was free.
Congratulations.
It was a big success. We actually sold out of hot dogs. Say sold. We're not selling them. We're giving them away. But it was right at the end. But that's the first time I've seen that happen.
Lots of hot dogs.
A lot of hot dogs. A lot of people. A lot of fun. Scott Ramos and Tim Tibbs were there playing music. And it was a really, really good time. It was really hot, though. During the day, setting up, I mean, you're just soaked. And I was thinking as soon as it turned dark, it would lighten it up. But it seemed like it was so humid, everybody was it was hot.
It's all that sweat.
I felt bad for the people working in some of the areas that we constantly had to keep bringing water. Have people, go through the trail, make sure they had water, because it was hot.
But a good time had by all.
Good
young
time
and old.
had by all. Yep, got it cleaned up that night before we headed home. I think I left out of there. What time did I call you? 11 o'clock.
11:07.
11:07. we finally got everything packed up into. I have a closed trailer. We put everything in, and then got it home. And then Sunday sorted through and rolled everything back up. Put it up for next year.
Fun time.
You bet.
It's time for the show.
All right.
Time for the morning prayer, brought to you by Hospice of the Ozarks. 870-508-1771 is their number. Greg Wood and his staff have been serving Baxter and Marion County since 1979. They'd be glad to serve you as well. Just pick up your phone, give them a call. If you have any questions about hospice care, they'll be glad to answer them. And now the morning prayer. Lord, this morning we just pray for our nation. Lord, we just pray for healing in the hurricane-ravaged areas of our country. Lord, we just pray that you will be with those people and comfort them as they go through hard times and try to figure out what's next. Lord, as we continue to do that, Lord, we pray for our elections. We just pray that you will keep them safe, keep them fair, keep them honest, Lord. And we always pray for our troops, Lord. We just pray for those that are fighting in conflicts overseas. We pray that you'll bring them home soon and safely. Lord, we pray for their families as they're here wondering what's next for them. And for those families that have a loved one fighting in a conflict overseas, and then they were affected by the hurricane damages in Florida and the Carolinas and Virginia, Lord, we just pray that you'll send a special blessing to them of comfort. Lord, we just thank you for all you do for us in our lives. Lord, we thank you for the safe travels that you give us to and from our daily events. And we just pray that you will continue to do so. And it's in Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
The morning prayer brought to you by Hospice of the Ozarks. 870-508-1771 is their number. We'll be back after a quick word from the Z Team, Bob and Linda Zadora of Century 21.
Hi, I'm Bob Zadora of the Z Team. I'd like to share something with you. Our team didn't need to reach everyone to be considered successful. We only needed the power of one. One person who was delighted with the way they were treated, helping them to reach their real estate goals. One person who told another person who told another, and so on. So if you're ready to buy or sell real estate, the Z Team would like to be your one. Give us a call. 870-405-0793, Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's time for lake levels, dam reports, and all the weather updates brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora. Excuse me, the Z Team, Century 21 Lemac Realty. 870-405-0793 is their number. retiredarkansas.net is their website. If you go there, click on live views. This is what you see today.
Clear picture.
That's probably the clearest picture we've had in a week.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Looks pretty good.
Oh, wait, I got to switch over to this. This is on a good one.
It's pretty cool, too. That's the same one you showed Friday.
Yeah, well, I guarantee it's a little different, but not much. Different water.
The sunrise, same location, different molecules of water.
There you go. We'll go back to the bigger one there. There you go.
What you're looking at is the beautiful White River that separates Marion County, Arkansas from Baxter County, Arkansas. It's the city of Cotter straight ahead. The baseball field, the city park, Rainbow Bridge to your left. Behind it is the railroad track bridge called the Old Trellis Bridge. Over to your right is Contractors Trust. The Railroad Museum is over there as well. Way off in the distance to the right be the city of Mountain Home. In front of it is the city of Gassville. At 1 o'clock is the old Witch's Hat Water Tower. Just way off in the distance, way out in the horizon. That's the state of Missouri. And over to your left around the bend would be the city of Bull Shoals. The beautiful White River. This is the Ozark. This is God's country. Mm-hmm. If you'd like to take a look to see what's available for sale in God's country, pick up your phone, give them a call at 870-405-0793, or go to retiredarkansas.net, click on MLS listings. If there's something there that you have an interest in, pick up your phone and give them a call. Let's take a look here at the radar.
Do temperature? Sure.
Oh, I guess we could do temperatures. You want to do temperatures?
Sure, why not?
Currently, in Mountain Home, it's 48. Harrison is 49. Batesville's 53. Yellville, 53. Marshall, 48. Salem, 48. Mountain View, 48. Calico Rock, 48. West Plains, Missouri, 48. Springfield, Missouri, 42. St. Louis, Missouri is 50. Poplar Bluff, Missouri is 49.
I think 48 won it.
48 wins. Now we'll take a look at the radar.
All right.
And currently in the radar, you can see a little bit of rain out in Utah, some rain up around Chicago, Columbus, Ohio, New York, Maine, Minnesota. Go ahead and zoom into Arkansas. From Rogers to Blytheville, Fayetteville over to Jonesboro, Fort Smith to Batesville, Conway, Little Rock, Hot Springs, Pine Bluff, Texarkana, Greenville, Mississippi, all looking pretty clear. Anything about that? Scooter clear.
I'll take it.
Watches and warnings on the national scene. You've got a freeze warning way up north there. You've got frost advisory getting down into Iowa, north part of Nebraska, Kansas. Yeah, a little bit frosty. Some freeze warning going on in Michigan. Nothing in Arkansas, Texas, Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, Tennessee, Kentucky, Indiana. Looks pretty good.
We got some cold nights coming up.
I like it. High today is going to be 67. Oops. Columbus Day today, Scooter. 67. Columbus Day. 67 today for the high. Low tonight 44. High tomorrow 62. Low tomorrow night 35. There you go. Getting chilly. High Wednesday 61. Areas of frost, then sunny. Low 35 on Wednesday night. High of 65 on Thursday with a little frost. Thursday night down to 39. Friday high of 69 degrees with a low Friday night of 42. Going to be chilly for homecoming. Saturday will be a high near 71 with a low of 44. Sunday high of 74. Pollen and allergy. Tree pollen, none today, none tomorrow, none on Wednesday. Grass is none today, none tomorrow, none on Wednesday. Ragweed, low today, none tomorrow, none on Wednesday. Lake Norfolk, 552.87, which is 0.87 above full pool of 552. No generation is going on there at this time. Lake Bull Shoals. 651.21, which is 7.79 below full pool of 659. Currently running one at minimum flow. That's Lake Levels Dam reports and all the updates brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora. The Z Team, Century 21 Lee Mack Realty, 870-405-0793 is their number. Retiredarkansas.net is their website. These are realtors you can recommend to your friends. They're busy, but never too busy to help you. You're watching The Morning Show on XL7-TV. We'll be back in just a moment.
When the acres add up, so does the work. The Kubota LO2 series is ready for it. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience, it features powerful, dependable Kubota diesel engines, performance-matched attachments, and the versatility to get the job done right.
For all your Kubota needs, visit Ozarks Farm and Lawn in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to The Morning Show on XL7-TV. It's time for community news and happenings brought to you by Ozarks Farm and Lawn, the dealership that deals.
That deals.
That deals. Tractors, lawnmowers, tractors, zero turns, tractors, RTVs, tractors. Parts, sales, service, tractors.
Go. Rather you're needing to get your tractor repaired, get some parts for it, get some service work done, or if you just time to get a new one, they got you covered. I got an old M9000 and they've done a good job of keeping it running for me.
Yeah.
Haven't had to buy a new one yet.
Hadn't had to buy a new one yet.
Nope.
There you go.
And you know, all but one of my tractors. First tractor I ever bought was an old Jubilee series I bought from a guy. Other than that, every tractor I've bought has been from there. So they'll do you good. That's
been
it.
the same business, same type of business in that building since the day that the building was bought.
Yep.
Or built.
Yep. Pretty cool.
You want to say some thank yous for?
Yeah, and I did mention this. We were talking about the youth center and some of the stuff. And I know that there's other volunteers that help with the youth center, but the ones that I was with, as far as on the Honda Trail and the hot dogs, of course, was myself, my wife Amanda, for volunteering. My dad was there, Ken Callies, he was there volunteering. Bobby Rowden and Elisa Rowden were there helping as well as volunteering. David Stroud, he was a big part. He was there all day with me Saturday. Thank him for his volunteer hours he put in, but some of the big things was the school kids, and these kids make this happen because they're the ones out there doing the skewing, and they're the ones having, we have guides, and they're helping us cook hot dogs, and so they did a great job, outstanding job this year. That we had the Mountain Home boys basketball team, the Mountain Home girls basketball team, the Mountain Home girls wrestling team. We also had the NJROTC, and I got to give Commander Hale some credit. He kind of took over part of the section of the hot dogs, getting them wrapped and getting them out to people and stuff, and he kind of just stepped in and kind of took over and did what needed to be done and did a great job and really helped. So I did want to say some thank yous that I forgot to say out there, so I appreciate everybody for doing what they did.
People are wondering why I'm sitting here on my phone. I'm trying to find, and I just found it. This week in Bomber Sports.
Oh, I had it. I could have brought it up. Okay, you're good. Go ahead.
Well, we're not going there.
No, we're not going there. Okay.
No. Let's see what we got going on here. Not a whole lot of stuff. Bomber Band finished 6th at Branson in the marching contest up there. That's congratulations to the marching band of the Bombers. They'll be marching in the 6A state marching contest at War Memorial on November the 6th.
Awesome.
That'll be fun. They'll be doing a exhibition on November the 7th at 6:30 at the Mountain Home High School. That'd be good. I'm sure they will be participating in the homecoming festivities this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure that'll be happening.
Homecoming's always cool.
Gassville City Council will meet tonight in regular session at the Gassville City Hall, and that meeting will start at 6 o'clock. Items on the agenda be the third readings of ordinance adopt personnel handbook, discussion of fire equipment and engines to aid discussion of fire equipment and engines to auto aid departments, first reading of an ordinance to establish new commercial water rate. And then they've got new sewer rates we're going to talk about, and then some funds going to their city park. It is homecoming week, and their theme is on Bomber Boulevard. It's a week-long festivities. Kids be doing, like today is breakfast at Tiffany's, pajama day.
You didn't dress pajama day?
Yeah, no, I didn't get the memo until now.
Man. Well, now you know you can do the rest of the days.
Yep, Christmas in New York is tomorrow, and students are encouraged to wear Christmas attire. Wednesday's theme is Walk in Central Park, wear athletic wear. Homecoming parade will be at 5:30 on Wednesday. Redeemer Lutheran Church down Highway 5, travel down Main Street. They're actually going to bring it back downtown this year.
Awesome.
Good to see that happening. Statue of Liberty Day is on Thursday. Encourage everyone to dress red, white, and blue. Thursday night is the Education Foundation Night of Honors. Starts at 5:30 at the Veda Shed Community Development Center. This year's honorees are Tommy Knight, Clint Perverell, Sandy Allman, Dr. Justin Lennon, and the Mountain Home Chamber of Commerce. Then Friday's theme is I Love the Bombers. Students are encouraged to wear blue and gold on that night. Football game against Siloam Springs. Homecoming festivities will begin at 6:30 before the ball game. And the maids this year are Hadley Baker, Hannah Baker, Whitten Coleman, Isabel Dotson, Cale Harper, Camille Jones, Lakin Moore. Juniors are Nakeda, Brunette, Camilla Johnson, Lauren Rawls. Sophomores are Ellie Miller, Kylie Simmons. Freshmen are Marley Davis, Jade Taylor. The Knights are Finley Chafin, Zane Durack, Eston Ford, Eli Jones, Ryder McLean, Caleb Perdue, Strat Smith, Gray Daniels, Brantley Phillips, Strat Rucker, Hunter Coy, Russell Hargett, and Jonathan Kruger, and Tristan Middleton. Wow, golly, a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
School. Saturday will be the final day of homecoming week. The Athletic Hall of Honor banquet in the high school cafeteria with a meet and greet at noon and a meal at 1. Inductees are Glenda Small, Tommy Sharp, Bob Rechtenwald, Lisa Fraser Easterling, Dale Barnett, Max and Debbie Atkins, Lady Bomber State Championship soccer teams from 2009-2011. And then there will be a homecoming dance from 7 to 9 in the cafeteria from grades 9 through 12. A full week of fun stuff to go on.
Woohoo!
There we go.
That's a good thing.
It's good for the kids, fun. We went down to Russellville Friday night, and it was their homecoming. Luckily, we came the back way and missed their homecoming parade, but I understand a lot of the folks that were coming to the game got behind the parade.
Oh, no.
Which kind of delayed their appearance to the stadium. So,
could imagine that would happen.
yes. Let's see.
Apparently came in the back way, too, because I didn't hit anything.
You didn't see it. Well, you got there early.
Yeah, we got there real early. So, yeah.
Brayley Spielman of Mountain Home was chosen the recipient of the 2024 Baxter County 4-H Foundation Scholarship. It's a $500 scholarship, so that's exciting. Anytime you can get a kid a scholarship, that's a good thing.
Yeah, always a good thing.
Let's see what else we got in here that's worth talking about. Nope, not talking about that. Nope, not talking about that either. Okay. Scooter, I think that's going to be the community news and happenings. We'll be back in just a moment. Watch the morning show, Adam.
Spit it out.
XL7-TV. I'll be glad when all this allergy stuff is over.
It's winding down slowly.
It is. You watch the morning show, and XL7-TV will be back with Monday morning sports update in just a moment.
Your senior healthcare specialist is VACO Insurance in Mountain Home. Retired law enforcement and disabled veteran owner Frank VACO and staff can help you with all your insurance needs. VACO Insurance provides coverage for most carriers in the area, such as Medicare, Affordable Care Act, individual, or any other health or life insurance options. With over 13 years experience and agents in multiple areas and locations throughout northern Arkansas and southern Missouri, VACO Insurance is the right choice to handle all your insurance needs. That's VACO Insurance, located in Mountain Home.
For all things glass, contact the professionals at Clear Results Glass in Mountain Home. Whether you're needing a rock chip repair or a full windshield replacement, Clear Results Glass can take care of all of your automotive glass needs with fast turnarounds at competitive prices. They service business and residential customers and can custom cut any glass or provide you with the right fit for your home windows, sliding doors, commercial glass, or even a frameless shower enclosure. Contact Clear Results Glass today for a quote or to schedule your next glass project. That's Clear Results Glass, located in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
All you've ever wanted was a place to write your story. You hear it's not the right time to buy or sell a house, but really, the best time is when it's right for you. The real estate markets, they change, they go up, they go down. One thing that doesn't change is where you want to be in your life. The professionals you team up with will make your story happen. The Z-Team are the professionals you need to hire for your next chapter. So call the Z-Team at 870-405-0793, Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East, retiredtoarkansas.net.
When you're out of town.
Welcome back to the morning show, where Scooter sometimes hits the right button.
Well, no, I was counting down going into the in and out, so I don't know why I counted that down. There you go.
Time for the Monday morning sports update. Lots of football this week. Mountain Home Bombers very successful in Russellville over on Friday night.
That was a good game.
It was probably the best complete game the Bombers have played in 2 seasons.
That was a really solid, good game.
Adversity struck them very quickly in the game. They lost their starting quarterback. came back with Barrett Miller, and he did a very good job.
Yeah, I have to say, this game, they stayed solid all the way through. We've talked before, like, the game before that where the third quarter was just a bad quarter for them. But they, now they played a solid game all the way through. I was impressed. It was a good game.
It was a very good game to be part of and watch it, and had good runs. Those running backs just did not quit. We posted some Clay Maxey big play of the games. One with Barrett Miller breaking 5 or 6 tackles in for a touchdown, and we had Jacob Chenoweth get spun completely around, still broke through and went in for a score. Those are games that are very exciting and fun to watch. State tournament action starts today for high school tennis tournaments. Mountain Home's got a few players going down to play in that. Finley Chafin, Pierce Blackman will compete in the doubles bracket, and that should be good. Keep those guys in your thoughts. They do a very good job playing. Mary Charles McConnell will be paired up with Isabella. I cannot say her name. But she'll be playing a gal from Lakeside, whose the name I cannot pronounce, and we wish them the best of luck at the state tournament. And let's see what else we got here. Mountain Home volleyball schedules. They'll be playing at West Plains. Got 5 teams playing up at West Plains today. And those matches will start at 5 o'clock. Tomorrow will be a big matchup at the hangar against Valley View. The volleyball schedule is winding down, and Mountain Home has a good chance to be seated well in the state tournament as long as they play well against Valley View tomorrow.
Awesome.
Scooter, I printed out this list. I don't normally do this, but I printed out this list of scores from around the area in football.
Okay.
There were 20 games that there were 50 points or more scored out of this list of 50 probably. There were 6 games where there were 60 points or more scored. And there were 2 games where there were 70 points or more scored.
That's just crazy.
And that's 11-man football.
Jeez.
Arkadelphia 77, Fountain Lake 0.
Yeah, you would think you'd find some way of easing off.
Benton 72, Sheridan 25. Greenwood 62, Siloam Springs 7.
Ooh.
It was 40-something to nothing at the end of the first quarter on that game.
Oh, that's brutal.
Kind of brutal. Yeah. Anyway, lots of big scores, but the most important one that we want to talk about here is Mountain Home, which didn't even make this list, believe it or not. Mountain Home ended up beating Russellville during their homecoming, and they will take on Siloam Springs Friday night at Barmer Stadium. Tonight we've got 7th grade and JV action against Batesville. Those games, I believe, start at 5:30, and they will be televised here on, well, not televised. They'll be on Facebook and YouTube, both games, 7th and JV.
And they're at home, correct?
They're at home tonight, yep. And then Thursday we will travel to do, the 8th grade game was canceled for Thursday against West Memphis, but we will be over there to bring you the 9th grade game over there, and it's got Mountain Home's got a very good chance of hosting that conference championship game that they talked about, so that'll be exciting as well. But that's really what else have I got here? The 2A2 Junior District Volleyball Tournament was held on Saturday at Izard County. It's no longer called Izard County Consolidated. So it was Izard County High School at Brockwell, and the Cotter Junior girls ended up taking home the district tournament championship. So there we go.
Right.
That's excited for them.
Way to go.
Not only are they district champions, but they finished the season unbeaten. They never lost a set all year. Not a single set. And the Mountain Home Christian Academy varsity volleyball team can claim the state title in the Heartland Christian Athletic Association, which is Class 2A state tournament Friday in Tulsa. So there we go.
Awesome. Way to go.
Anything else you want to throw out there?
I'm good.
Not much. Okay.
All right.
That's been the Monday Morning Sports Update. We'll be back in just a moment with Coach Dell Leonard. We're going to talk some golf. We're going to talk some basketball. So join us. Be back in a moment.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as it would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite, climate-controlled, and air-filtered boarding facility in the area, with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Providing caring, compassionate services at an affordable price is our goal at Connor Family Funeral Home. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that treats our friends and neighbors just like family, with a wide range of services and options to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area. Connor Family addresses all the details with no hidden fees, so you can rest assured that you are treated like family for a more personalized and worry-free service. That's Connor Family Funeral Home, where compassion and affordability meet, located in Mountain Home.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Even on the most perfect day, the unexpected can happen. But with just one call to their local Red Ribbon expert at Overhead Door, they can get their garage door fixed or replaced in a jiffy.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's Monday Sports. With me this morning is Coach Dell Leonard. We're going to talk about some golf. We're going to talk about some basketball. We're just going to talk. How are you, sir?
Good. I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Golf season has wrapped up.
Yeah, it went fast. It's a pretty short season, but both the boys and the girls had successful years. So,
how successful was it?
Well, I'm so proud of them. Start with the girls. I was so proud of them because we only had 3 girls, and you can play 4 and take 3 scores. So we didn't have any kind of a security blanket if anybody had a bad day or anybody was injured. And speaking of injured, all 3 girls played hurt most of the year, and they wouldn't quit. They probably played some matches when they shouldn't have, and they wouldn't quit, especially the conference tournament itself at home at Big Creek where we finished second. I know Abby Eden's back was hurting really bad, and probably in a regular situation with 4 girls, probably would have pulled her if she would have let me, or her dad would let me, but that probably wouldn't have happened. They probably would have. She was going to play no matter what, and they played for each other, and they finished second in conference and went on to state and finished 7th, and we've got all of those girls back. On the boys' side, had a really great regular season. We won a lot of big-time tournaments. And just in a nutshell, we got to the state tournament with some really high expectations and just didn't play well. I had one of those days, and that's the way golf is. And I don't necessarily like the 18-hole format, just a one-day playoff. I think that the best teams are going to rise to the top with a 36-hole 2-day or a 54-day, hole 3-day. Just like I feel the same with softball and baseball in high school. And, you got a better team out there, and somebody might throw a great pitcher on the mound or in the circle, and they beat you because of that. But I don't think that's fair to the better team. I think it should be the best out of 3. So, but that's the way it is, and we had a bad day. So
let's go back and talk about the girls a little bit. What do you think is the reason for the numbers to be down in golf for girls?
It's hard. It's really hard, and I think that getting kids to go out and carry their bag and walk 18 holes is something that a lot of kids won't do. Not even that. Before that, just the sport itself is very difficult, and it seems harder to get kids to stick with something until they start to get better at it. I've said it before. I think that we live in a microwave generation. They want something
instant.
Yes, and that's not the way it is, and it's just tough. And I know that I watched the show when you had our kids on earlier with Nick Coleman, and I thought Abby Eden's, her answer to that was spot on. And it's really difficult, and there's so many other things that kids can be involved in where they do get instant playing time, and that's probably the best answer I can give. I think that Big Creek is looking at really trying to amp up the junior golf program, and I think that'll help with that.
So it's not a cost issue. It's just
no, not in high school. We have so many people that drop off golf clubs, and we've got so many golf clubs set in a storage room. That's never an issue. We never let money be an issue. Our Coach Husky, our athletic department, our booster club, and even the members out at Big Creek, they're not going to let that happen. If a kid wants to be involved, then we're going to take care of the financial side.
How well attended was the district golf tournament at Big Creek?
Well, golf's a little bit different animal. You're not. It is a spectator sport, but not many people are going to go out there. And the carts, it's first come, first serve, and so if you don't get a cart, someone might not want to walk 18 holes. But for a golf tournament, it was pretty well attended. So,
how many teams participate in that?
8, including us. So, it's the same conference we have in basketball.
Were the boys and girls both played on the same day?
Yes. Yep.
And how your boys fared?
The boys won the conference tournament. I should have mentioned that earlier. The boys won the conference tournament second year in a row, back-to-back conference champions. They won the Phil Parker Invitational over in Jonesboro. They won other tournaments. The only 5A team they lost to this year was Harrison, and that was before the state tournament. The only 5A team they lost to was Harrison, but we played them 5 times, and we beat them 4 out of 5. And they got us, I think, by 1 stroke at Mountain Home.
The boys' side, you're not going to lose all your players on the boys' side?
We're losing Ian Ellison, Lincoln Sherry, and Chase Burwald. And when I coached golf. I had another stint in golf, and then I took a couple years off and then came back. And they were freshmen when I came back. And then I got with Brent Edens and Nick Coleman and Andy Westcoat, Scott Sherry. I knew that I wanted to do things a little bit different, and I knew that if I were coaching basketball, I'd have to have help. And so I kind of had an idea of how I wanted to do things, and then we had a vision, and we got there, and those seniors are the ones that led the way. And we're one of the top golf programs in the state right now, and Ian and Chase and Lincoln have everything to do with that.
How's the interest on the boys' side for the younger golfers?
It's
there
good.
Numbers there?
Well, this year we had a real light ninth grade class, which surprised me. Early on, we went to the schools. I went to the junior high, and we had a handful of eighth graders that are going to be ninth graders and ninth graders that are going to be 10th graders that wanted to try it on both sides, boys and girls. And then as, it got hot and, it came actual time to put in the effort and things like that, the numbers dwindled. But Nathan Jones was our lone freshman this year, and he got a lot better from day one.
The junior program at Big Creek, is it something they're just starting, or has it been going for a while?
No, it's been going, but we've got a change of ownership out there, and the previous owners did a great job. Clay Maxey and Brent Edens and a few others have a hand in the partnership, and Brad Simons has been hired as a new pro, and Brad's probably the best golfer that's ever come through Mountain Home, and so he's got a little bit of that hometown motivation there, and I think he takes a lot of pride in the high school program, and he has a lot of great ideas for the junior golf program, and it's just like on the basketball side with Top Flight, we're always trying to do something to make it better, to get more kids involved, because that is the foundation of your program, and it's always been there and always been working hard at it, but everybody, when new people come along, you try to implement some new things, and hopefully the numbers go up.
Now that their season's over, that doesn't mean they'll quit playing.
No, some of them are going to go into other sports, but as long as the weather's good, you'll still see kids out there, and that's where we're at right now as a program, and that's where we wanted to be, and that makes you feel good about it.
Is golf course open year-round?
It is. Big Creek is open year-round, and a lot of people don't realize that Brent Edens is also the superintendent out there, and we have the greens that people play, the type of grass where they can leave the course open year-round, and there's some other courses that can't do that, and they have to cover the greens. I think they have the Championship Bermuda, and they have to cover those in the winter. And our people, when they built Big Creek and designed it, they designed it so that it could be a year-round course.
What was the lowest score Andy Balmer shot this year?
Pretty sure Cody Cormican shot a 68. May have been a 67, and he's a sophomore, and I think we're going to see a lot of really good things from him.
That's a pretty good shot for a sophomore.
Pretty good shot for anybody. Pretty good round for anybody. I mean, that's, at Big Creek, that's 4 under par. So
that's some pretty good golf.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff you see on TV.
Does he have a good long game or a good putt game?
Everything.
Just with that kind of score, just a good game overall?
Yeah, everything. He hits the ball really long. Hits off the tee box, he's really long. And then if you can do that, then it pretty much comes into a pitch and a putt. And he's really good with his wedges and his putter.
Is he a multi-sport athlete?
He was for a long time, and I've said this forever. I support kids. We support kids to play a lot of sports or multiple sports. We realize as you get older, the number of sports you play probably go down. But if you're a kid and you absolutely 100% know that your education is going to be paid for playing a particular sport, then I think that is a reason where that kid might concentrate on that sport.
Does Cody have ambitions to go to college to play somewhere?
Oh, yeah, I believe so.
Well, with having the 3 girls that are all coming back, it sounds like the girls team should be in pretty good hands and hopefully pick up a player or 2.
I think so, and Brent does such a great job, and he'll spend time with them even during basketball season when I'm at the gym, and then we'll start back a little bit heavier in the spring. We know, the girls know, and we know that we need to find some younger girls that not only give us that security blanket of that 4th player, but also to continue to give to have a team after Abby and Anna graduate.
Mm-hmm.
So
it'll get there.
We're going to try for sure.
It's time for a quick break. You're watching the morning show on XL7-TV. We'll be right back.
Experience the best in Mexican dining. Letty's in Gassville. Voted numerous times as the best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Come out for delicious breakfast served all day. Or enjoy an authentic Mexican lunch or dinner. $1.49 tacos on Thursday. 10% discount for seniors every day. No time? Call Letty's and have your to-go order waiting for you. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties, weddings, holidays, or big events. The best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Letty's in Gassville.
Oh, honey, we've had such a wonderful vacation here in the Ozarks. I really hate to go home.
I know. The lakes, the rivers, they've all been great for fishing. Oh, and the boating and the swimming.
And the people are so nice in the stores and restaurants.
Let's call an agent and see if we can make Mountain Home our new home.
Call the Z-Team, 870-405-0793. Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East Mountain Home.
870-405-0793. Hello, Z-Team?
When the acres add up, so does the work. The Kubota LO2 series is ready for it. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience, it features powerful, dependable Kubota diesel engines, performance-matched attachments, and the versatility to get the job done right.
For all your Kubota needs, visit Ozarks Farm and Lawn in Mountain Home. Your senior healthcare specialist is VACO Insurance in Mountain Home. Retired law enforcement and disabled veteran owner Frank VACO and staff can help you with all your insurance needs. VACO Insurance provides coverage for most carriers in the area, such as Medicare, Affordable Care Act, individual, or any other health or life insurance options. With over 13 years experience and agents in multiple areas and locations throughout northern Arkansas and southern Missouri, VACO Insurance is the right choice to handle all your insurance needs. That's VACO Insurance, located in Mountain Home.
For all
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. Coach Dell Leonard's visiting with me this morning. We've been talking golf. Now we're going to shift to Lady Bomber basketball. Change hats, Coach.
Okay.
What's it look like?
Well, first of all, I think everybody knows, or most people know, that we won the academic state championship. Our overall GPA was 4.2. Now, you can't add your AP classes with the GPA you turn into the Arkansas Activities Association, so you can't turn in a 4.2. But we did turn in our GPA. Obviously, was a 4.0, and we won. So that's something to be really proud of, especially, and we say it all the time, when you think about how much travel our kids do. Scooter was just talking about how much the girls volunteer and some of our athletes volunteer to help with different things. They're spread thin, but that's one thing they take a lot of pride in, is their academics.
Mm-hmm.
So
use that bus time for studying.
Well, it helps a lot that our school district has internet on the buses now, so because the kids can do their work.
How many returners do you have this year?
Well, we lost Parker Husky, and we lost Ava Fosness and Ashlyn Estes, and Parker was our point guard. And a lot of people think, oh, that's point guard is hard to replace, but Parker did so much more. She knew every play. She knew where every position was supposed to go on every play. She knew what buttons to push with every player. There were times we didn't have to call timeout because she took care of things. It's hard to replace the things that she did that maybe people didn't know how much she took care of. And not just that, but just everything else in the locker room.
Just leadership.
Just a great leader. So, but we do return everyone else. Plus, we gained Brooklyn Mitchell, really good player that came over from Harrison, and she'll end up stepping into that point guard spot. And you have Lakin Moore, who just signed with Harding, Anna McCarn, who signed with Lindenwood out of St. Louis. You've got, of course, the senior class. You got Sarah Williams and Witten Coleman and Kiera Alkire. And I always dig myself a hole when I start mentioning names, because I know I'm going to forget somebody. But as far as the other kids that will be playing varsity minutes, Jayla Yonkers, she's she may end up being the most highly recruited kid that I've ever coached before it's all said and done.
What class is she in?
She's a junior, and then so is Brooklyn Mitchell, who I mentioned, and then Livy Fosness is a junior, and Livy is really starting to get a lot of attention. Moved here from Minnesota last year, and she's really improved, works hard, and it's just a great group. And also another one of our seniors is Addison Ferris, and she's getting a lot of good minutes and doing a lot of good things right now for us. So we've got a good group. I mean, they're if there's anything that I could be critical of, and they've really worked on getting better at this. Losing Parker, and then Lake and Moore got injured for a while, and we didn't have a whole lot of leadership. I think they just kind of look to each other. You know, it's one of those deals where somebody's looking at someone else to do it, and then nobody does it. And we've grown there, and we've gotten a little bit better there. But you got to have that, and that's something this group has improved on. When will your season start? We have our benefit game. I believe it's November. Might be it's the first Tuesday, I think, in November at home against Batesville. And I haven't looked at the schedule much. My mind right now is just on the next practice, but I do know that our benefit game is against Batesville, I believe, that first Tuesday in November.
Y'all practice 5 days a week at this point?
Right now, 5 days a week. We'll go longer Monday through Thursday because we got to get the weight room in. But Fridays right now we're going about the bell. So,
It being are we east or west in basketball?
We are west. We're going to be in there with Farmington, who is favored to win conference and win state, and then you got Greenwood, who is always Greenwood. There's some other teams in our league that if you have a bad night, they can beat you.
Is this a move-up year for Farmington?
Yes. Yeah.
So this will be the first time we've actually played them in conference?
In conference play. We played them twice last year, but this will be the first time in conference play, and they're very, very talented, and they're out over there right by Fayetteville, and that's a heavily populated area in northwest Arkansas, and a lot of kids. They've transferred in there, and they've got some homegrown kids who are very talented as well.
They participated normally in the Ultimate Tournament. Will they be back this year?
No, they will not. I foresee them coming back, but they asked to be excused this year because they got invited to a national tournament on the East Coast. So, and I actually thought that with them being in our tournament, there was a good chance that we would see them there and then twice in conference and then maybe again later. So it's probably not that big of a deal that they're not in it, but I think it's a team that we would invite back for sure when they want to come back.
How many teams will you have at that tournament?
We'll have 16 teams, of course, with Mountain Home, boys and girls. We're hosting, so you'll have 14 teams coming from out of town.
It'll be a good time.
It's a heck of a tournament, and we got so many people that work so hard on that, and we can't do it without a committee, and Bailey Bodenhammer and Matt Martin, and then a lot of our parents, all of our parents. Some of them do a little bit more than others, but it definitely takes a committee.
The season itself is set. The schedules are all set. Tournaments that you'll be going back and forth. You're going to be going back to the FedEx Forum this year?
Well, this will actually be our first trip to the FedEx Forum. The boys have been going, and we were excited that the girls got an opportunity to go, and I give Coach Fulcher a lot of credit for that, for making that happen. I do want to say that Atlas Asphalt is our new sponsor of our tournament. So we had an opportunity. Rogers Heritage called. We had a regular season game scheduled with them, and they had a chance to play at OKC in the Thunder's arena over in Oklahoma City. And of course we said yes, we'd like to make that happen. And well, when the NBA schedule came out, it didn't comply. It didn't work out. So Heritage will come to our place and play a home game. Well, then a few weeks later, Coach Fulcher asked me, since they were playing Paragould at the FedEx Forum, if we wanted our Paragould game, where Paragould's supposed to come to Mountain Home, if we would like to play that at Memphis. And and the same night that they do. And of course we said yes, but we just had, once we worked it out with Paragoulds girls, then we got it set up, and I believe that's November the 19th, and it's pretty early, but it'll be a great experience for our kids.
Be a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Big venue.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. So.
Let's talk about the younger grades, 7th grade, 8th, 9th. We have a new junior high coach.
With Josie Himshoot, a lot of people know her as Josie Roark. She's recently got married this past summer to Trevor Himshoot, and I couldn't be more pleased with the job she's doing. Our 7th, 8th, and 9th graders, we've got really good numbers. She's working hard with them. Her assistant is Jordan Campbell, and Jordan she assists the junior high, but she also is the head 7th grade coach, and then Josie will help Jordan with the 7th grade and oversee it. But we have a lot of really good numbers in those grades, and she's been working extremely hard, and I'm very, very pleased with the job that Coach Himshoot and Coach Campbell are doing.
And they've been practicing as well.
Oh yeah, they've been practicing, working hard, and giving those kids a lot of love, sometimes tough love, but they've been giving them a lot of attention, and hopefully we'll watch those kids develop on the floor and off the floor.
How do you work your JV games in?
Try to you're allowed as many JV games as you are varsity games, and you beg and plead and do everything you can to get coaches to play JV. A lot of coaches on the girls' side, when they travel here, they will not play JV. JV is very, very important to us, and we do have about 4 teams in our league that won't play JV, and we're going to try to fill those with some games, other JV games, even if it's JV tournaments or anything like that. We're going to try to. We get 30 games at the high school level, varsity, and
that includes tournament games.
Yes, and we're going to try to get 30 JV games. It'll be difficult, but we're going to do everything we can to make that happen.
Mm-hmm. When's the first actual tip-off for a real game?
I don't even know the answer to that. I know we play the benefit game on Tuesday against Batesville, and then I believe maybe Springdale Harbor on the 25th.
Will you be making the trip to Branson?
No, we got out of the Branson tournament. It wasn't real conducive to us as far as developing without the shot clock. They don't have the shot clock up there, so we got in. We're in the Win tournament. We're in the Flippin' Classic, which is a good tournament to be in. That's close. Yes, Billy Ply Classic. And then we're in the Win tournament. We're in the Springdale Red Dog Invitational, and then we have our tournament, and we're playing some really good teams in each of those. So
it'll be a good time.
I think it's going to be a really fun group. I think there's a lot of expectations. The kids, they hear the talk just like everybody else, and I don't blame people for being excited. People can see what's coming back, and people hear about the offers, but I have never known of any game being won on paper, and you got to stay healthy. It's a long season. You've got to get through. Just things happen, and it's not a question of if you're going to have adversity, it's going to be when. And in girls basketball, most of the adversity is not on the floor. It's usually in the locker room. And the best teams that I've coached, coaches never heard about any of it because the team just takes care of it. Mm-hmm. So it's not a question of if girls are going to have a little bit of drama or adversity. It's a question of how they handle it. So I think we have the type of kids that they're not going to be our age one day and look back and say, we let that silly stuff keep us from gelling and having chemistry and winning as a team. I don't think this group is going to allow that.
What season is this for you, Coach? How many?
Well, it's year 29 at Mountain Home and 26th as the head basketball coach. And then throw in a lot of other sports here and there. So
long time.
It's a long time, but I can remember when I walked in those doors like it was yesterday. It's crazy. It's crazy.
A lot of fun, a lot of tears.
Well, I mean, you always, I think competitive people always remember the ones that got away or maybe those Final Four games that just one or two possessions, But there's a lot of great games in there too that you remember, and a lot of great kids that have went on and are very successful, and it's something that I can't compare it to anything else because this is the only place I've ever been. But if there's a place that's better, then good for them.
We appreciate you joining us. We have you back on during basketball season.
Thank y'all for having me.
You've been watching The Morning Show on XL7-TV. We'll see you tomorrow.